Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. In this episode, we're gonna try to recreate this kind of sculpture or totem or I don't know what it is. Basically, I saw this in the neighborhood the other day, and maybe we can recreate this kind of similar setup using Blender. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start with empty scenes, compositing file, save as uh, Totem demo 001. I will be using sphere chalk add-on, and I have a couple of ideas. You can perhaps use a cylinder with a Voronoi. That's the quickest one. But I will be using bricks because we have a brick grid nodes, and I rarely use this, but this is actually kind of useful, very nice. And I think for this we can just kind of bend it. Let me try doing that. So bend, simple deformation, maybe, and we're gonna twist or bend it. So we're just gonna bend it. The result we can see up there. Okay, so currently it's bending in the wrong way. So probably I need to rotate this guy first beforehand. So rotate, center axis. Center is probably 0, 0, 0, but the axis is gonna be the x-axis. So angle 90 degrees. So now it's bending more correctly. Probably need to adjust the center, but that's okay. We're just gonna bend it like that. We want them to meet, so let me try adjusting this value. So that's kind of okay. You can adjust the brick, maybe add a little bit of variations. Random, oops. So toting 0, and we can randomize in the V or the U. Shift it a little bit. Doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah, I think that's kind of okay. Shift, maybe I don't need to shift it. Alright, maybe I get rid of the randomization for now. Oh, interesting. I'll undo that. Okay, that's kind of alright. Now we can maybe adjust the height, or maybe scale it. Oh, okay, actually there's a control here for the height and the width, so that's kind of neat. That's for this guy, even though this one is not quite cylinder, but for now it's okay. And what we're gonna do next, maybe we want to move this guy a little bit. Actually we might want to taper it. So use another simple deformations and just taper it like that. Currently the taper is not in the center, so perhaps I need to change the origin of the taper. Maybe I just I'm gonna move my object here, go to the top viewpoint, top orthographic, just move it in the y-axis until it's centered. Now we can taper it as much as we want. So you kind of get the idea. We're nearly there in such a short time, and now we just need to extrude it. Extrude separate faces. We have two somehow for the pick one. So if I'm not wrong, this will do the job, but then the inside is kind of empty right there. So I keep forgetting why is it. Probably because we need to kind of merge this with the original face. So that's the inside face, this is the outside face, and we just extrude it in the normal. It's getting there. Now we can adjust the height. I think I'm quite alright with this, and just bake it out. And then we can just smooth it. So that's kind of what we like. Very similar to this. Perhaps it's the stone can be a little bit nicer. So adjust the unit height, and oops, I think I make the value too small. Now Blender is probably about to crash. I'm gonna close it. I'm saving like every few minutes or few seconds, so you can just reopen it. There you go, file, save as. Make this 0.45. So we have a bit more variations. We can actually randomize a little bit. Not too much. And also we have the control over the randomization over here. So that's kind of good. Any kind of randomizations will help to create the look of this totem. It can be some kind of burial for the loved one, but in this case this is just like a sculpture. So fake it and we get this, but of course we don't get the red bits over there. It's okay, I'm just gonna smooth it for now. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not bad. I'm pretty happy with this, but I'm gonna show you one more example where I'm actually using, you know, cylinder and Voronoi. So this is slightly more, how can I say, a little bit faster method, where you just provide you start with a cylinder and you provide a bunch of points, kind of random points, and originally it's looking something like this, but you can randomize it a little bit more. So the points, this one is a little bit more random, but you can build like a well using this method. The other points is actually based on another cylinder, and with the other cylinder I can control the number of points. So this should in general generate like a random Voronoi stone, so you can have something like this. So you have two methods there to generate some kind of random looking sculpture, you know, like, and with this guy actually, if you want, you can use sculpt, and then if I'm not wrong, this might crash Blender, but dynamic topology should in general add more detail. Like for this stone, if you want to add a bit more weird detailing, you know, like maybe don't do it in symmetrical way, but here, this is what I mean. So you can add a bit more randomness to your Voronoi around the edge there. This is really cool method, and I think this is quite unique to Blender. So really, this adds a lot of nice detailing. You can go smaller maybe, and around the edge. So normally stone is not perfect and you want to add detailing. Oh, I think I'm actually pulling the sculpt. It should be doing the opposite, subtractive. So maybe will make this a bit nicer. So you get the idea, right? This thing can also be done using shader, so adding a little bit of randomness, but this is good for like high-res model. You just add detail where it's needed, so in the end you get something that's a bit more natural looking, more like a real stone. So yeah, there you go. That's two ways to generate this totem, or I don't know what it's called, sarcophagus, but sarcophagus. Yeah, some kind of burial. Yeah. I guess we just call it totem, and you know, if you want, you can add Susan head at the top there. We get Susan node, and you can just put Susan head on top, give a different color, add a transform, bring it up, and scale it. There we go, some kind of burial system. Maybe print this out or turn it into AR. Try this yourself. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.